Hello, hello, hello. We are very, very happy to welcome you to a new edition of our show, Speak of Africa. There are so many stories breaking out today, and we're going to share these stories with you. I'm going to help you make sense out of what is happening. Much of what is really happening today is really the coronavirus, the Wuhan coronavirus from China. Over 4 weeks ago, when this epidemic broke out, initially it was just something simple. We drew your attention to it because we always want you to know what is happening. When we look at this virus, it was more like what I call the plague in Albert Camus, La Peste. I remember I read this novel when I was in high school, talking about the plague in Oran, a city in Algeria. And the novel just discusses the issue dealing with containment and mitigation. Those are two different phases of the disease. So the same thing is really happening with the coronavirus because people are really going through it. Initially, it was the students, African students who were stranded in China. And today, you hear about it, even in America. America is really dealing with this problem. I remember today I went to church. They talk about to avoid physical contact because you don't really know what may happen. So you guys are really worried so much about this virus to a point that we decided that we'll have to talk about it again this week. And we had talked about it 4 weeks ago, but because of your concerns, we've decided to pay attention to this subject again. But after that, we're going to pivot into a news segment, which will tell you about some of the news that is breaking out. So for the show of today, we want to draw your attention to a few kitchen items. One, we want to remind you that we have a seminar on the 21st of March in Silver Spring, Maryland. So you have information about this seminar. Look at the Facebook page. You'll see more information about the seminar, and we're going to also give you more details about the seminar. We're encouraging you to come to this free home buying seminar because we want to share a lot of information with you. In addition, we're even going to have people who can be helping you when you buy a home and you need to fix things in this home. We've arranged with contractors who are going to be working with us, who can help you to fix your home. So the whole thing is a complete package. You don't only buy a home. After you buy a home, if you have any problems, we have people who can help you fix these homes inexpensively. For those who want to invest in real estate, this seminar is also going to be a great place. We're going to show you how to raise the money that you can use to invest in real estate. So if you own a home already, we're going to show you how you can use money from other people to invest, then how you can use some of these handymen to fix homes that you buy and resell, or we'll call it flipping. So you can flip. You flip the home and make big dollars. We're going to share all this stuff with you. Then Academy Mortgage is also going to be at this seminar. They will bring a whole lot of information. Then with the show of today, we're going to let you know that after our views hit over 2 million, we've decided to create a membership section on our channel. This membership section is going to consist of 3 different levels. You have the standard level, the advanced level, and the prestige level. Each level comes with packages, okay? So you decide the level that you want to participate in. Because we don't just want this TV channel to just be an ordinary channel. We want to start a movement. Those who are members will be able to benefit from so many interests that we're going to put their way. There are so many amenities we're going to be bringing. Skills you need. For example, you want to start a business, we'll have people who can help you. So it's not just ordinary motivation. We're going to be doing a whole lot more. So with these 3 levels of membership, you have to choose where you want to belong. So when you go to our YouTube channel, you see the 3 stages: the standard level, the advanced level, and the prestige level. So I don't want to go into too much detail to talk about the membership. When you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see the 3 membership levels. So we're encouraging you, especially if you've subscribed already to our show, become a member, support the show so that you can really enjoy from some of the research we're bringing. Because we're going to be sharing a whole lot of information that can change your life, okay? So if you really want to take your life to the next level, you owe it to yourself to become a member of the show, okay? Choose a level you want to participate in, and that will really work for you. So with the coronavirus, so much is happening. in the United States, in China, where it originated, even in Africa. The coronavirus is cruising now in Africa. We've seen references to it in Congo DRC, Egypt, South Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, Senegal. So there are mentions of so many African countries now where this virus has landed. So if you thought this virus was a joke, it's not a joke. So we're here to really share a lot of information with you so that you can know that the virus is real, okay? Even in churches, they advise you to avoid a whole lot of touching because that's how some of these viruses are transmitted. So you just be careful. So be careful, because if you're not careful, you may pick up this virus easily. So we want you to really stay safe. Stay safe. Avoid going to too many public places. If you do, avoid a lot of physical contact. Try to pull away from that person. Don't just go into their arms as they're sneezing, they sneeze into your mouth. No. You may pick up this virus, so be very, very careful. We're warning you. We want you to stay safe. We want good things to happen to you. So when we look at the example of Nigeria, we're going to say, thank you, Mr. Buhari. You've done something well. Most of you think we always like to criticize the Nigerian government, but for once, they've done something which we think is really laudable and good, and we want to praise them for it. It looks like the Buhari government has already released big money that can be used to contain and mitigate this virus epidemic. And we salute the Buhari government a whole lot because we think this is the right action to do, okay? This is a good action. So when a government does the right thing, we need to say, yes, this is laudable, this is great. And we say this is a move in the right direction. Because if more Nigerians can stay safe and avoid death, this is good. Because we are just worried that so many Africans are going to be dying just because of this epidemic, because some of the governments may not know how to respond. But it looks like so many African governments are scrambling to respond appropriately to the coronavirus, okay? COVID-19, okay? So we like what Nigeria is doing, and we also like what Aliko Dangote. We've talked about Aliko Dangote so many times on this show. He's a rich guy in Africa, but more so, he's a philanthropist. He does a lot of good things to help Africans. This time, he has donated big money to the Nigerian government so that they can help deal with this virus. Because the virus is really going viral. That's what it's as deadly yet as the Lassa fever and measles. But we think it's equally dangerous. So we have to be aware of the threat and deal with the threat. So don't take it lightly and become a victim. So protect yourself.
Place so I can get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy's shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where he's born, he even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come, get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
So we salute Mr. Aliko Dangote for contributing a lot of money to help fellow Nigerians. So just imagine if we have over 54 Dangotes in Africa, it will be easy now to deal with a crisis like this because we have somebody who can really contribute a lot of money and they can deal with a crisis like this. So the average citizen of Nigeria and Africa has to really salute Mr. Aliko Dangote because this is a guy who is putting his money where his mouth is, okay? So we think we like this action also. So there are two things that have really happened today which really salute Nigeria and we're really happy. The Buhari release of a lot of funds to help in this crisis. Then Mr. Aliko Dangote's contribution also is very, very positive. So we think this is really a very, very good sign, and we hope Nigerians will really stay safe and the virus will be contained and mitigated the way it is happening in most of the first world. So we like what we are seeing, and we join you in saluting the good work that Mr. Buhari and Mr. Aliko Dangote have done, which is very, very positive. You can see a lot of the images dealing with this crisis in Nigeria, and we salute you to take a look. So we encourage all Nigerians to really thank their government for the good work that they are doing. And from Nigeria now, we're going to move even to Cameroon. Cameroon also is suffering. Cameroon has also confirmed incidents of the coronavirus. But how is this government going to deal with it? Would they be able to deal with it? Because this government likes to tell lies a lot. What are they going to do? For the past few days, they have been spending so much time worrying about Emmanuel Macron. We spoke a lot about Emmanuel Macron on this show last week. And the Cameroon government has been dealing more with trying to mend fences with Mr. Emmanuel Macron of Paris, France. But this crisis is hitting. The virus is an epidemic. It's going viral. Maybe just a few Cameroonians now have been affected, but more are going to be affected, especially in the northwest and southwest region, where they have a whole lot of people who have lost their homes. The crisis will even get worse. Then what about even the people who are in Nigeria, the refugees? We just worry about the refugees every day because we don't want more hardship to happen to these people because they're already going through a lot of hardship. We pray for them every day. So a crisis like this, a virus like this can really sweep a population like that is unprotected. So we really pray for these refugees every day, and we hope God will really come to their aid, okay? Because when we look at this, we hope at least God can touch the heart of Mr. Paul Biya so that most of these people can have something for themselves so that they don't have to suffer a whole lot and will feel really terrible. But of course, we also have Congo DRC. In the West, we hear there's a missile breakout in Congo DRC, and this is not really good because how healthy is Africa? This is the question that we're asking. We know in the past, President Felix Tshisekedi has really made some overtures to deal with the Ebola problem, but now we have this missile outbreak in the western part of Congo DRC. Together now with the coronavirus, things are going to just get tougher. But Congo DRC problem is complicated by a power struggle, the clash of the titans, the clash of the kings. On the one hand, you have Joseph Kabila, the former president. Then on the other hand, you have Felix Tshisekedi. It looks like there is a tussle for power over security and revenue. Money, money, money. Joseph Kabila wants to control most of the mines, the money that comes from the mine fields. Similarly, he wants to control the security apparatus. So there's a jockeying for power between people loyal to Mr. Joseph Kabila and people loyal to Mr. Felix Tshisekedi. So already, these two big guys are butting heads. How far is this butting of heads going to go? We don't know. As we told you last week, Delphine Kahimba, who was the assistant security chief in the Congo DRC, was killed. Some people said he committed suicide. Some people said he had a heart attack. Everything that we can tell you now is just speculation. So we're trying to find out the truth. Who killed him? Who killed this general? This general used to be very, very close to Mr. Joseph Kabila. Some people even speculate that they are relatives. But when you look at the pictures, you can see that the two guys were really close back in their military days. So what killed him? It looks like the conflict between Joseph Kabila and Felix Tshisekedi is really coming to a head, and things may get out of hand. So Washington and the African Union seem to be exerting some pressure on Mr. Kabila to allow his successor to have a free reign on the country. Because it looks like Mr. Kabila checks everything that Felix Tshisekedi does, so he doesn't really allow his successor to do a whole lot. So there's some kind of stalemate in the country. The way we look at it, if care is not taken, things will get out of hand and there will be trouble. If this happens, then there's going to be another serious problem in Congo DRC. So we hope the international community can really interfere to help these two guys to sort things out. As we have told you on our past shows, Felix Tshisekedi did not really win the election. So because of a backroom deal, Mr. Kabila's people camp had to work a deal to bring Felix Tshisekedi into power. Martin Fayulu, who actually won the election, was not allowed to take over power. So it looks like Mr. Kabila handpicked his own successor. Talk about handpicking successors. Now we're going to move now to Ivory Coast.
I'm at Favor. It's an African store by the neighborhood here, Beltsville, in back of Maryland's farm. It's been a wonderful year for the past 2 to 3 years we have in this African store here, and it's helping us. And actually, it's a good place for us to come and give us support and do some shopping here. The prices are reasonable, and most of the stuff you can have is universal.
One thing I love about this store, they are very consistent and they treat the customers very, very well. You come here, you see everything that you will need for your house.
This week, we know that Alassane Dramane Ouattara announced that he's not going to be handling any third-term project. In the past, we've been telling you about problems between President Alassane Ouattara and his friends. Okay? There was speculation that he was trying to run for a third term. So he wanted to do away with all his competitors who were as old as he was. Didi, Gbagbo. So those two guys were really targeted. But finally, Mr. Hassan Ouattara has come out publicly and announced that he's not going to be running for a third term. So the third term project is out. But what we suspect, as much as people are hailing him now as a hero, we hope he doesn't choose his successor, because we suspect this is what is going to happen. He's going to try to choose his successor, and that's where the drama will continue to unfold. It's a good thing he wants to respect the Constitution, unlike people like Mr. Paul Biya, who treat their constitution like toilet tissue. He wants to respect the Constitution of Ivory Coast. He has decided not to run, but we worry that he may want to handpick his successor. And who is this successor going to be? That's going to be what we'll tell you on our next show. We're going to bring all this information to you next week, and you're going to know who is going to be the successor of Alassane Ouattara. Things are heating up because elections are coming this year in October in Ivory Coast. So the guys are jockeying for power, so everybody wants to be in the good books of Alassane Ouattara so that Alassane Ouattara can choose them as his successor. But who is the guy who's going to be his successor? We know it already. We don't want to tell you today. We just want to give you some time to think. So this is a little bit of suspense. So let's maintain this air of suspense for just a week. And next week, we're going to unfold the true story and announce the successor of Mr. Alassane Ouattara. And you're going to hear, because people like Gbagbo, they're not going to be allowed to run. I can tell you that already. Conan Didier, no, he's not going to be allowed to run. So all those two old guys are going to exit, just like Alassane Ouattara himself, because they are all of the same generation. These are all former boys of Houphouët-Boigny. So Alassane Ouattara wants to go into the sunset with his peers. So he wants a younger generation to take over power in Ivory Coast, which is really a salutary move, and we think it will be a good thing for a younger generation to take power in Ivory Coast. Already, so many people are jockeying for position. But those who are in his bad books are not going to make it, okay? Anybody who is in his bad books is not going to make it. So already, we know some of the people you're thinking, they are not going to make it, and we know who is going to make it. And next week, we're going to tell you the guy who is going to make it, and you're going to be very, very happy to find this out. So now we're going to leave this, but we're going to take you now back to Mr. Biya has been engaged in, I don't know whether the fourth term project or fifth term, sixth term project. So Alassane Ouattara's action should really make him stand and think. After so many years, are you not tired of being in power? Alassane Ouattara is abandoning a certain project. Olusegun Obasanjo had abandoned a certain project. Why are you not tired of staying in power? Why can you not allow new blood to be pumped into the system so that a new generation can take over the destiny of Cameroon? Because that's what is in the minds of so many Cameroonians. You're calling us and you're telling us you want us to publicize this information publicly because this is what you're thinking. Why can Mr. Paul Biya not allow new blood to be pumped into the system? That's the question you're asking. And we want to address the question today so that the world should know that Mr. Alassane Ouattara has done something noble, and nobility is what we associate him with now. So we are challenging other African leaders. Look at Togo. A few weeks ago, there was another fake election. The opposition has been crying foul. And that's why there are always going to be problems in Africa, because most of these guys, they come to power, they sit tight, they don't want to leave. Look at Malawi. We don't have time to talk about Malawi a whole lot today, but we just want to draw your attention. There is a tale of one country, two presidents. How did it happen? So that's a lot of drama that we don't even have the time to go into the details to unfold for you. But when you look at what is happening in Malawi today, it's a country where you have two presidents. Okay, how can you have two presidents in one country?
Life insurance money secrets of millionaires and billionaires exposed. Discover how America's rich and famous exploit these arcane tools to build fabulous wealth. Why should these big white guys have all the fun? Let Prince Ojong, the celebrity author of The Miraculous Millionaire, show you the little understood life insurance way to riches. Are you still doubting the good things that life insurance can do for you? Trust strategies, estate planning, 401k rollover, annuity contract, cash value, education funding, executive benefits, income protection, life protection, living benefits, mortgage protection, tax-free retirement? Think and grow rich with life insurance. Your amazing journey to wealth begins by calling Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131.
Something similar almost happened in Kenya, where you have two guys who are inaugurated as president, okay? Then you also have Guinea-Bissau. There's post-election drama going on in Guinea-Bissau, and we'll have a whole lot of pictures to show you. Why are all of these things happening? Is because Africans need to learn to respect the Constitution. We need to learn to respect the Constitution. Okay? We need to learn to believe in institutions, which is why the Chinese people look at us like stupid. They say black people are stupid, Africans are stupid. We have a video. One of you guys just shared this video with us before we got to the studio today. It says Africans are stupid people. And the Chinese people look at you guys as stupid people. And you can see the video. The Chinese are saying Africans are stupid. So what should we say? Because they say Africans don't like Africans. And that's really the problem of Africa.
He said today, having a conversation with one of the young Chinese managers, the Chinese manager said to him that black people are the stupidest set of people that has ever walked the face of the earth. The Chinese said to him that there's no other race in the world more stupider than black people, and that's why black people is to the bottom of every economic ladder in the world. He said that a Chinese or any other ethnicity can come into a black community or a black country, set up a business next to a black person in a black country, and in a matter of weeks, with the help of black people, they can shut black people out of business.
Africa is not moving ahead because Africans hate Africans. And you have to be stupid to choose a Chinese over an African. A Chinese person comes to your country, they open a business, your fellow citizen from Africa owns a similar business, but you want to support the Chinese guy, you don't want to support the African guy. You want the African guy to go out of business, and you want the Chinese guy to succeed in business. And the Chinese people look at you like you are stupid. And you guys are stupid because this is what Africans do. And you keep doing this and you expect to emerge. Africa will never emerge because of this negative way of thinking. We keep thinking negatively. We have to start thinking that we must have solidarity. Solidarity among Africans, that's what can help Africans get anywhere. We have our show, which is coming on the 21st, which is a free seminar. We're inviting you to come because we want to change the dynamics. We want to change the number of people from our community who own homes from 41% to over 75%. That's the goal. Because we have to start thinking like a community. If we don't have a sense of community, we're not going to make it. As a people, we need to stick together. All those bad elements that are bringing us down, on the one hand, I feel good that it's telling the truth. On the other hand, I feel bad. So watch this video and learn. So to end the show of today, we're encouraging you to subscribe. We're noticing that a lot of foreigners are subscribing to our show. That's not why we created this show. We created this show for you, our African brothers and sisters. So go and tell all your friends to subscribe. We want bigger numbers of Africans subscribing. This show is not for Chinese people, okay? So we want you to benefit from this show. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.